Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Training Tuesdays and getting started with Vendasta. Here we are going to start going over oh, some sales orders and billing, and we're going to show you how to kind of streamline it so that that works out really well for you. We have our wonderful onboarding team. Our leader in charge is the beautiful Haley Babich, and our most distinguished Nathan Jaworski is also our team member, and he's here to help answer some questions in the chat today. Please use the Q&As if you're going to be asking some questions. It allows us to stay on top of them a little bit easier in case the chat gets all filled up and is a little bit busy. And then I myself am Miss Allie Moore. So it's exciting to go over all of this today with you. If you have any questions and you're like a little bit concerned about not keeping up or whatnot, we do have this recorded, so you don't have to worry about that at all. We're going to do a Q&A at the end so we can go over any kind of questions that you might be having at the time. And you can always access previously recorded videos through YouTube under Vendasta Connect Library. So with that being said, why don't we jump on in to what we're going to be doing today. So one of the first things you're going to want to do with your billing and ordering is you actually need to set up your Vendasta payments. So you're going to go over to administration here on the left-hand side of the screen and just scroll.
Sorry, Allie, to interrupt. Could you make your screen just a tad bit bigger, just Control plus or Command plus that? It's just a teeny bit small for our folks.
Oh, goodness. Let's try that. Oh, it didn't work.
No? Okay, never mind. Command plus.
There, is that a little better?
Yeah, that's a little better. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Apologies, everybody. Okay, so we're just going to head over to the commerce settings here, and we're going to click on Vendasta payments. Now, because this is a demo account, it's not going to look exactly like what it'll look like the first time you go in there, but I'll just give you a quick explanation. It's going to have two little boxes, one prompting you to set up new services, and then underneath that's going to be some blueprint. So if you already have a Stripe account that exists, you can connect your existing Stripe account by clicking that blueprint that says Connect Stripe Account. For this purposes here, once your Stripe account is set up, you'll have all of your billing and ordering information in the platform, which is how we're going to process those payments for you today. And then also back under administration and in Vendasta kind of settings here, one of the things I wanted to point out to you is we have our tax rates. It's important to make sure that you set up the correct tax rate for your state or province or where you're going to be processing your payments from. And then also, if you have any questions about the Vendasta billing, like what you are being charged for, we've got your My Billing here in the top right-hand side of the screen. So once you have your Vendasta payments set up, what is the next step? What do you do? Well, you've got a partner that's going to be, say, wanting some social or some different things like that. First thing you're going to do before you do anything else and order any products, just wait for this to populate. The very first thing you're going to do is set up their billing settings. This is because you want to make sure that you're processing that payment at the time of ordering or when you've requested a start date for it, rather than ordering the products and then having to go back through and try to get the payment to come through the account. Sometimes it's a little bit messy if the products are ordered first, simply because then the payment is being processed after the products go live, and that's not what we want to have. We want you to have your money in hand at the time of ordering. So the first thing you're going to do is toggle on your subscriptions. Then here we've got our use subscription start date or use specific renewal date. Now, subscription start date, that is the date that the products go active. So if you activate the products on, say, the 22nd, the billing will start on the 22nd of every month. If you have a specific renewal date you want to use, say your client would like to be billed on the 1st or the 15th of every month or something like that, you can set the specific date in here. I will give you a little bit of a warning. We cannot do proration in the platform. So if you have the products live on the 22nd, but you want to bill on the 1st, we don't have a way built into the platform that we can really prorate that. You'd have to build out a separate invoice, billing them individually for that one time chunk that is being missed within the platform. So just keeping that in mind. Then the next step you're going to want to do is set up this payment method to automatic instead of manual. And we don't have the Vendasta payments fully set up yet, so it's not going to show these as clickable, but they will be if your Vendasta payments are set up. We've got enable payable invoice to billing recipient, or email payable invoice to recipient, or we've got automatically charge payment method on file. What you're going to want to do is select the automatically charge payment method on file. And even if you don't have their card information, that's fine. What it'll do for that first payment is it'll send them an invoice to collect their payment information. Then it's going to store their payment information on file. So for moving forward, every consecutive bill, they're just going to get the receipt for the charges that they've been charged for. You can add in a little memo here saying, thank you so much for, trusting me with your company and your marketing. And then up here on the right-hand side, this is where you select the user. So the user is the person who you have added to the account under the user section, which I can show you real quick. That person is the one that you can select in here, or you can add a new user if it's, say, somebody else. You can send them a welcome email, which gives them access to the business app end of the platform, or you can choose not to send them a welcome email. And then you have the option of adding an additional recipient. So say you've got the marketing agent who needs to get the bill, but then the CFO also wants to be able to track what's coming in and coming out. You can send it to them as well. So that is how you will set up your billing subscriptions every time before you make an order. And then just over in subscriptions here, this is where you're going to be able to see what is an upcoming invoice that'll go out to your client. You'll also be able to make some edits to your billing. You can edit the subscriptions by clicking here, or you can cancel the subscription altogether. Or say if you're giving them a discount next month, you can edit the next invoice date here. So just wanted to show you that that's kind of where that lives. Now, that user piece that I talked about, that's right here under the accounts on the platform where you can add users. So as many as you'd like, you can add in there. Now we're just going to touch real quick on the order overview. So what you want to do if you want to create an order, you've got this blue button on the top right-hand side here that you can click, or you can click this create order under the products section. So we'll click that. And it's going to bring us to the order page. Now, what we can do with this is we can add items to our order simply by clicking add items and then selecting the items that we would like to have added to our order, and hit select at the bottom when you've chosen the right products and services for your order. And it's going to give you some information here on the right-hand side. So you're going to want to make sure that this information on the right-hand side is accurate, because this is who we're billing. Now what you're going to see is a subtotal for the amount and the taxes, as well as what the reoccurring charges will be, because sometimes there's a one-time fee that's built into that first order. You'll also see a wholesale summary. Now ours is 0 because this is a demo account, but you will see the future payment amount at the bottom there as well. You'll see a list of the products and services, and you can always make admin attachments if you'd like to. Now, the one thing I want to point out here that is important is if there's order forms that are attached to the products or services that you're ordering, like an Alpha SEO would have an order form, you need to fill that out before you place the order. If it's a fulfillment form, you can fill it out before you place the order or at the time the order is placed. Or you can do it, sorry, that's redundant. You can do it after the order is placed, apologies. This isn't as crucial to get done before the order is placed. And then I'm just going to touch on real quick the commerce tab here. So in commerce here, you've got all of your payments and payouts and everything there. So what is payments? Payments is the funds collected from your customers, and the payouts is the funds that is transferred from Vendasta after we've taken off the wholesale charges that we needed to for that amount. Then you can do your direct invoicing and manage your subscriptions from here as well. So that is a really quick overview of billings and subscriptions. Is there going to be any questions? I'm opening it up to the audience here.
We don't have any in the Q&A section yet. Just a reminder, folks, if you do have a question about anything we've talked about here or anything needing clarification, please pop it in that Q&A channel. We'll give you a couple moments to gather your thoughts. Thank you so much, Ali.
Yeah, no, that was very quick and efficient, just covering all the main basics. The other thing that I want to mention and make sure that everybody is aware of, just to note, where's my start sharing? Did I stop sharing?
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
We have a question from Shane. What is the fee for the payment gateways?
So it's the Stripe account. It's the standard Stripe setup fees that we have there. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Let me just look up on one that doesn't have it.
So it's 2.9% plus a 30-cent charge per credit or debit transaction, 1% per direct debit transaction. So those are the standard fees that we have set up. It's the same as if you had Stripe accessed on your own. So if you're setting up Stripe with Vendasta, it's the same fees as if you had a Stripe already set up.
Well, one thing I will mention as well, if you're bringing in an existing Stripe account, the existing Stripe account does have a platform fee of, I believe, 70 cents per transaction. So it is a little more cost effective to create a new one right in the Vendasta ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely. And then another thing I wanted to point out is that we have our amazing AI. So if you do have any questions, what are fees for Vendasta payments? You can just ask our chatbot and she knows all. Oh, I've got some typos there. See if she can figure out what I said.
Quick response to Tom for your question. It was a quick overview. I missed the first 3 minutes. There will be a playback video available. So that'll be on our YouTube channel later this afternoon, and I believe registrants to the webinar will get a recording as well. But great question. Thank you, Tom. Shane, thanks for your question again. There are no added fees charged by Vendasta if you are using a Stripe account connected or created within Vendasta. If you're bringing in that external existing Stripe account, there is a 75-cent platform fee, or thank you, Shane, 75% of the transaction amount. That's my mistake. Anna, will there be ever the ability to accept payment direct from a bank account rather than from credit or debit?
At this time, no, we don't have that set up as an option. I'm not sure if that's something that is in the framework. Do you know, Nathan? Is that in the framework
now?
Not
off the top of my head. I've not seen anything about that. However, in Partner Center, if you click that handy question mark for the help menu, there's a section in there called Give Product Feedback. And we encourage you, if you ever have something that you would like to see the platform do or become, please leave feedback in there. Our developers do watch that feedback section. That's where you can also access the changelog to see new updates as well.
All right. Any other questions?
We have a question from, sorry, I'm not getting these on the screen for you. We have another question from Fritz. What's the difference between subscription invoicing and regular invoicing?
So a subscription invoice is going to be an invoice that is automatic. So what's going to happen is they'll be billed every month and then they'll get a receipt once you've set up the subscription component of it. If you're sending an invoice, you can set it as one time or you can have it repeat, but the subscription is automatic. That's the most kind of direct difference between the two.
Whereas the regular, that'd just be a manual.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Any other last minute questions here? Oh, and thank you, Rashida. You popped some resource articles on Vendasta payments, setup, and payment methods and fees. So check out the chat window for those direct links. Those can also be found either by consulting the AI assistant or looking in the help article section of the help menu.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nathan. All right. If that's it, we got no more questions. Anybody want me to go through a step that I went through already just to double take it, or?
Tom has just said, which YouTube channel? The V has two. Let me just take a look here. This is the playlist we currently have. Let me just make sure it's giving you the... So right now we just have our previous 3 ones in there. Obviously today's is not in there, but this is where you can watch our previous Training Tuesdays on your AI chat receptionist, branding your partner center, and the snapshot report. All right, and again, the recording for this will be showing up on this playlist hopefully later today, and you can watch that back at your convenience. For those who came a bit late, I know this was a quick.
This was a very quick session.
All right.
Are we good? Everybody's good?
I think we're good. We're going to give you all some time back today. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for our next Training Tuesday, which I believe is next week. Normally it's every 2 weeks, but because of Remembrance Day or Veterans Day, we have it a little bit staggered. So next week we're going to be talking about Business App, the customer experience.
Ooh, that's a good one. You guys are going to want to join for that.
And it will probably be a lot longer than the billing one. So
it will be jam-packed. We might even have to try not to go over.
All right. Thanks so much, folks.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.